Well, those are our leading news stories. Now let's check with Randy for the weather.
Well, these are our leading news stories. Now let's check in with Randy for the weather.
Thanks, Nathan. Let's first take a look over here in the land of the Kwakiutl in the Pacific Northwest by the Columbia River and the Coastal Range. As you can see, the Kwakiutl should be expecting some rain and some more rain. And folks, it looks like the rain is just not going to let up over there in the Pacific Northwest coast in the land of the Kwakiutl. Let's check into our reporter Cindy, who's live on the scene so she can get a feel for the climate of the Kwakiutl people. Cindy, can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you, Randy. As you can see, I'm here in the land of the Kwakiutl. The rain is just coming. It's pouring out here. At least there's a mild climate, but the rain just doesn't look like it's going to let up in the Pacific Northwest coast anytime soon here with the Kwakiutl. Back to you in the set. Thanks, Cindy. Let's take a quick look at the 7-day forecast for the Kwakiutl people. Oh my gosh, folks, as you can see, the Kwakiutl should be expecting some rain on Thursday, going over into the weekend, some more rain Monday, Tuesday, but as we get later into next week on Wednesday, the Kwakiutl might see a slight chance of rain. Oh my gosh, it's just rain in that Pacific Northwest coast. So let's go ahead and get out of all this rain and into some sun in the land of the Pueblo.
I love this song. Oh my gosh.
Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Out of that rain and into the sun in the land of the Pueblo. As you can see, the Pueblo, who inhabit present-day states like Arizona, they can be expecting some sun. And Arizona's neighbor, New Mexico, also should be expecting some sun in these hot desert climates bordered by cliffs and mountains. Lots of good mud and clay and sun-dried to use for building shelters. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 7-day forecast in this Basin Range region here. Oh my gosh, as you can see, the Pueblo should be expecting some hot temperatures going over the 100-degree mark here, 105, as we get later on into the week. Some relief with the temps in the mid to lower 90s. A little bit of relief here Monday, temperature is 84. Woo! I don't know how the Pueblo tribe survives out there in that desert climate. They must have a really positive attitude and welcome the challenge. Now let's take a look at the forecast for the Great Plains region. Who was that? And what is this? It looks like a bunch of dry grass. And so now let's take a look at the forecast for the Great Plains region. Who was that? And what is this? It looks like a bunch of dry grass. In fact, it looks like the land of the Lakota. As you can see, the Lakota reside here in states like present-day North and South Dakota, where they inhabit dry, flat grasslands, where they are hunting buffalo, which they will use for food, clothing, and shelter. And folks, watch out there in those flat grasslands of the Lakota, because the Doppler radar indicates a coming influx of grasshoppers. So look out. Now, let's go check out the forecast for the Iroquois over here in the eastern woodlands in the northeast United States. As you can see, this area is very heavily forested. There are so many trees here in the eastern woodlands that all the leaves to the trees are actually blocking the signal to the Doppler radar, and we cannot get a read on the weather. Let's call into the Iroquois to see what the climate is like.
Oh my gosh, I can't like those.
Do you remember the numbers of the Iroquois tribe? No? It's okay, I think I do it. Hello, is this the Iroquois tribe? Yes, this is Randy Ram over in Charlottesburg, Virginia with the weather, and we are trying to find out what the weather is like over there in the eastern woodlands, but there are so many trees in your heavily forested area, it is blocking the signal to the Doppler radar. Can you tell me what the weather's like? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. You don't say. Oh, goodness. Yeah. No, don't worry, I won't. You are too funny. Coffee next Friday? Sounds like a plan. Okay, bye-bye.
I don't get none.
No worries, the Iroquois have assured me the weather is just fine over there in northeast U.S. Finally, let's take a look at the weather for the Inuit tribe who inhabit present-day Alaska and northern Canada. As you can see, the Inuit should be expecting some cold temperatures in these Arctic areas as we stretch from Alaska across northern Canada. Very chilly out there, folks. You might want to bundle up. We're going to check in with our reporter, Cindy, who is live on the scene in this cold climate to see what the weather is like. Cindy? Cindy, what's that? You're trying to escape from a polar bear? Oh my, let's go live to the store. Yes, I can hear you, Randy. As you can see, I'm here in the land of the Inuit. Woo! In this cold Arctic temperatures. These are blizzard conditions. The snow is coming down from the sky. It is pelting me. Snowballs are pelting me in the eyeballs. And is that a polar bear I see? Oh my gosh, I have to go find an igloo. Back to you in the set. Thanks, Cindy. Whew. I hope she's okay, although it did look like good conditions for ice fishing out there. Well, this has been Randy Ram with the weather. I guess the big idea is stay warm, or cool, or dry, depending on your location. Out of that rain and into the sun in the land of the Pueblo who inhabit these desert areas in states like present-day Arizona, where the Pueblo can be expecting some sun. And Arizona's neighbor, New Mexico, can also... Remember the number to the Iroquois?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, I think I... Hello, is this the Iroquois tribe?
Yeah.
Yes, this is Randy Ram over in Strasburg, Virginia with the weather, and we are trying to figure out what the weather's like over there in northeast North America and the eastern woodlands, but it is so heavily forested, your trees are blocking the signal to the Doppler radar. Could you tell me what the weather's like over there? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. You don't say. Well, oh, goodness.
Oh, shoot.
No. No, don't worry, I won't. You are too funny. Coffee next Friday? Sure, sounds good. Okay, bye-bye. Yes, I can hear you, Randy. As you can see, I'm in this Arctic climate.